Okay, so here it's that, you know, same thing you're doing here with just the one tip of the bar you're doing here on the second string, first fret. Set right here on second string. Let me play the whole thing. Play the first part.
Okay.
And then here. First fret. Second string. That's the open string here. And then back to this one here.
This right here together is what I just couldn't get. I got that one, but I couldn't get it together.
Right, so this is the second half of the melody we're working on, right? Here's the first part, you already know that. And then... Okay, so it's again, it's just the tip of the bar. Back to the open string here. Back to this one, you already know this. Back on the second fret, the same one you use in the first half of the song. Just that open first string. Open string. Back to this one. Second fret, third string. Come up one fret. No, one fret, not string. There you go. But on the third string. And open second string. This one again. Third string. And then open first string. So, well, you already know this here. So. Yeah, it's a third string, second fret, and then open. listen to the, well, you know the melody, so listen to the. Tails?
You want to come in here? Oh my goodness.
Oh, I see you found the book.
Yeah,
Is that-
well, no, that's yours.
Oh, okay,
I was going to
right.
bring it back. I know you thought I was never going to bring it back.
Okay, let me play it through all the way one time, and then we'll move on. So that way you'll have it on recording. Right? So it's.
Putting it together is the main thing.
So
I didn't
yeah,
have a
so-
problem with this one.
with the second half. Well, we just started the second half, so you can practice that over the next couple of weeks. Right? Remember, I'll be out of town next week, but we'll be back the week after. So,
Okay. I just don't know. I don't know
So-
what's wrong with me today. I can't put it together.
that's all right. Everybody's all out of whack with the Christmas and everything. Okay, so as far as the chords for that, we're just strumming the open again. Five, open, and then two, and seven, back to five, seven, two, five, seven, back to open. Five, seven, open, seven, open.
Now that's where, like when you go back up, those last few little parts is what I'm having a problem with. I know there's 5 and the 7 back and forth, but the very last few little notes. Da, 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 da.
So that's actually, we're doing it here. It's open. First fret, second string. Second fret, third string. And then open third string. So. First fret. And then here. Third string, second fret. Let's start at the top here.
I'm not remembering.
Not quite on the right spot, but that's all right. And then move up one fret and to the third string. Come up a little bit. There you go. Third string. And then open to the string.
Take me a few little times to.
That's on the third. So we're going as far as the strings are going. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, and 3. So now you're on the third string now. And then open.
I don't know why that's so getting me today.
There you go. Open.
When I get it, I finally think, whew.
So, did you go through the book and look at, did you see anything in there that caught your eye as far as...
I looked through it and all, but I didn't know the, names of everything like I need to know now, like I ought to know, so I don't know.
Okay.
I guess I can get me one later on. So.
Yeah, but I think it's out of print because you can get it online as a download, a digital copy, but actual printed copy, I don't think I haven't been able to find it anywhere. So if you want to get the electronic copy and read it off your computer, we can do that. That's up, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Think about that, and then we can use that book, but you won't be able to bring it here. You just have to use it at home, and then if you want to take notes or something when you come here, we can go through that part that you took notes on. If you want to do that, we can do that.
Yeah. It might be okay
Okay.
to do that.
You just have to download it, buy it online, download it to your computer, and do it that way. Okay, let's see. How's your rolls coming? They sounded pretty good last time you were here.
Now,
That's it.
that was the...
Okay, that's pretty good. So, just for the strumming, all right, let's try to get that. You get that part you got down pretty good. I think, just keep working on it, but you have the good idea, basic idea of that. All right. So really want to start working on getting the alternating bass. So you're going. So you're going to be hitting this low string, the 6th string with the thumb, and then strum. And then again with your thumb, you're going to hit the 4th string. Strum again. So you want to get this, and it might help if you don't just start with not strumming, but just do count to yourself like 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and just kind of try to get comfortable with just doing that and not strumming. Just hitting the 6 and the 4 with your thumb. So practice that and try to get, remember, and the metronome will help you here a lot, but if you just want to count in your head, 1, 2, 3, 4, on the 1 you're getting the 6th string, and on 3 you're getting 4th string. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So try to stay with the count, because this is like the bass line. So when you're going to play a song by yourself, you just have your dobro. You want to try a lot, not always, but you want to try to keep like a bass line kind of going to add to the whole sound of it, and it's just that simple as doing the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So most people will tend to rush that, unless they're using the metronome, because they just want to keep pushing to get that next note. But you got to wait for the beat. So if you're counting in your head, try to get that nice and steady. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then start to add in the strum when you feel comfortable with that pace, and not trying to rush it. So. Try that. So now,
do it with
yeah, just the 6 and 4 strings without the strumming, but stay with this 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, wait for the 1 count.
Oh.
I'll give you the tempo, which is 1. Okay, wait for me to count. 1 to 4, and then you come in on 1. Right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, ready? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
No, you got it.
Did
you
I
got
do
it?
it?
Yeah. 3. Okay, wait for me to count it in.
Okay.
1, 3, 4, 1. Start on this guy. 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now try to add your strum on the 2 and the 4, so you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no.
Try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 3.
I'm getting out of.
So that's all right. You'll get it. You'll get it. So really, what the real exercise here was just for you to learn to do this at a nice steady pace without going too fast or slowing down, or just nice and even, and getting the strum part in there. Then, changing chords, but maintaining the same tempo and the same pattern on here. So you're going open, 5, So when you start to kind of play around around a little bit with songs that you want to learn, and it's just, just your dobro, no guitars or anything else. It's nice to have that little bass line there, right? Two graves on that hillside by the cabin, always looking up towards the sky. Reminds me of my mama and my papa. They lived there 80 years before they died. So it's like a guitar, right? When you hear guitars playing, they do that alternating bass. So we do the same thing on dobro if it's just the dobro. And then you can add your rolls to that when you get comfortable, you can... So I'm doing the same thing on the bass strings here, but instead of the strum, right, I'm just adding the roll that you already know. It's just putting it all together. So let me slow it down for you. Okay, so it's just taking these two techniques, and this, again, I can't emphasize this enough. As far as the rolls go, they're freeform. We have a few standard rolls that we've talked about that you use for some things if you want to, sound like a banjo, or you want that very traditional kind of Josh Graves sound, because he always did the same rolls. But other than that, it's really, I'm not even doing a regular roll here. I was just doing, see. Going with the roll, and then backwards, or so you can do whatever you want with the rolls, just as long as you keep them in sync with the bass notes, right? So you don't want to do, right, because you're throwing off the whole rhythm of the song. So again, just work on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then add your strumming. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's the counting,
Well, that's why that little metronome on here will help you a lot. So if you go, let's see, let me turn this one on. They're all so different. There it is. So on the mode button, is it mode? Let's see. Oh, there it is. So if you press and hold the mode button down, it goes into the metronome, and then so you don't want 8 beats, you want so you want 4. You hear the higher sound? That's the 1. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's probably a little fast for you on this exercise. So you can slow it down pretty slow with this button here. So this is, let's go all the way down to, that's 46 beats per minute. That's pretty slow. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, Okay, so this will help you with that. Just to maintain that rhythm. How did I turn this one on? Guess I should read your instruction book, right? Oh, the little arrow turns it on and off. Press it and hold it. So I'll just leave it on that, and when you get a few minutes to sit down, play around.
Just mesh that one.
Yeah, just turn it on with the arrow, and then you can speed it up and down with these two buttons here. So right now it's really slow. In fact, I was even rushing that because it's so slow. I don't want 5. I want 3, 4. Press the arrow again to make it start. So we're going, wait for the 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So again, you can speed it up. These two buttons here. Up and down for the speed. So right now it's really, really slow, but that's all right. I mean, it gives you time to think, right?
Yeah.
So when you listen and you're waiting for the beep, you have time to look and make sure you're in the right place, right? So, the other thing we were kind of playing around still was that Amazing Grace. And we had that E minor chord in there. Remember this one? So it's a 4-string 2nd fret, just the very tip of your bar there. So you got to get the tip of your bar. Let me put that on.
Second.
Put this on the camera so you can actually see that. So I've got the tip of the bar right on the string, and the rest of the bar is up, right? Mm-hmm. So these 3 strings, 2, 3, and 4, have to be clear, so they'll ring out, and you have your bar, the tip of the bar, on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. There you go. And you can actually hit all 4 of those strings if you want. These top 4 here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is an E minor chord, these 3. And this actually turns it, the top string, the 1st string, turns it to a E minor 7 chord, but they're pretty much interchangeable most of the time. So we're going back to Amazing Grace. It was the open, right? 5. Open. 7. Open. 5. Open. And then here's the E minor.
You went from 1 to 2.
I just slid up from 1 to 2. Just on that 1 string. Okay, you getting get your...
This one?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
There you go.
Oh.
And then 7. Back to open. So if you get that rhythm going. How sweet the sound that saved my queen. 7. Back to open. That little part there is just first string, 2nd fret, 1st string, all the way down here to the 1st string, and then open 1st string, and then open this guy here, 2nd string, then the E minor, so remember, get the tip right on the 4th string. Yeah, you're still thinking kind of backwards, right? You're thinking that this is the 4th string, this is 3rd, because we count up from here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
So I see you keep wanting to go here like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
But that's backwards. So this is actually 3. This is 4, 5, and 6.
Okay.
So the tip right on the 4, and you got to clear the 3rd string because you're going to need it to ring out.
Right there is where I'm supposed to be.
But push that back. Push that bar back. There you go. Now you're up against the 3rd string. It's not going to ring. So you've got your bar up against it like that. Pull it back towards you. There you go. Now hit those 3 strings. There you go. And then 7. And open.
That's what I hadn't learned, you know, with the strings. I would just strum it before instead of doing it with the strings, you know.
Well, so that's, we're going to follow the melody with that, right? So, amazing grace, how sweet the sound. So I'm just throwing a few of the melody notes in. So remember we talked about this last week. You can almost always find the melody note in the chord that you're playing. So you can throw a few of them in without having to change your chord you're playing to stay on with the song, just like here in Amazing Grace, right? We got Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. So they're right there in that chord. And then back to the open. Here's the part I just showed you.
That looks so easy for you.
Well, you can, playing around with the song, listen for the melody. Because you know these songs, right? You've heard these songs since birth, really. We all are very familiar with songs like Amazing Grace, and that's not really true for me. I didn't grow up with these songs, but But I've heard them enough in the last, umpteen years. I'm pretty familiar. So when you're playing the chord, you can hear those notes. You just strum and you start to kind of sing along with it. And this isn't my key; it's too low. But amazing grace, how sweet the sound that gave the wretch like me. There's that note. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, now I see. So they're all right there. So as you're kind of strumming, pick them out. Just play around and try to pick them out and find where they are. And that'll help you with the melody, because they're right there. Now, without doing a couple of small things, you can't find every note all the time. Sometimes they'll all be there, but like with this one, there's that note's not in the chord, but you can just leave it out. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, now I'm found. I was blind, now I see. And that with Western music, it's true in probably, I don't know, just a wild guess, 90% of the songs you hear, right? The melody will be in that chord, or big pieces of it will be in, just like the one we were doing, Jingle Bells, right? Here's the chord. So they're all right there, and you can just, you're familiar with these melodies, so you can pick them out. You can just sit here and play around with them. Where's that next note? Just play, hunt around for it till you find it. That's not it. There it is.
It was open.
Yeah, it's just that open string, right? So it's right there. You just got to hunt for it and find it. Another one, like I'll Fly Away, right? Some glad morning. That's not it. That's not the note. Some glad morning. There it is, right there in your chord. Some glad morning when this life is on, I'll fly away to one land on. So the next note is not in the chord. It's kind of a, right? But just play the chord. God's celestial shore, I'll fly away.
And which ones are you using?
Which string? Which?
When you go like that, between which ones are you?
Oh, I'm just hitting these last top three.
The top three.
Yeah, the thing we were working on earlier, right? So you can just, if you're going to sing the song by yourself, just. Some glad morning when this life is o'er, I'll fly away to a land on God's celestial shore. Where's that E minor again? I'll fly away. I'll most of the notes will be there, right? And these 4 chords will take you a zillion songs. I mean, they're very popular chords. They're easy. So, I mean, right there we have "I'll Fly Away." Right. I was standing by my window on a dark, cloudy day when I saw that hearse rolling for to carry my father away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home waiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I mean, pick any kind of Southern gospel song. Those 4 chords will cover it. Let's see, what's another one?
Oh my goodness. Slip me.
But you know, those, I mean, we do, a lot of people do, I mean, a huge medley of these gospel songs with just those 4 chords. "I'll Fly Away," "Will the Circle Be Unbroken," I don't know, just, there's a zillion of them. I mean, sorry, this cold air makes my nose warm. It's a miserable existence. Between allergies and cold weather, go through a lot of tissues.
Yeah.
So try that, just try that strum real quick and so you're just doing the 6 and the 4 with your thumb and just strumming in between them. Let me slow down.
That's what I've got to learn to do, the strumming under there, you know, between every, when I do it. Then I want to do just these 2.
So work on that, and you can actually just try to, you know, hum to yourself with one of the songs that you like with those, doing that. I have to do this in A because that's my key better for singing, but I was standing by my window on a dark, cloudy day. So just, you know, sing to yourself or out loud. You ain't gonna sing any worse than I do, I'll tell you that.
Well, you sing good.
And by all means, try to use that metronome to keep you on the rhythm.
Yeah.
Because one of the biggest problems that a lot of people have is, you know, they learn all this stuff. They go through a lot of effort. You know what I'm talking about. You know, a lot of time and effort because it's not easy. And once you get these basic mechanics down, it gets a lot easier, and then you can start having a lot of fun playing songs. But they go through all this trouble, all this effort and dedication to learn all this basic stuff, but they don't use a metronome. And what ends up happening is that they speed up and they slow down all through a song, right? And they might start a song off at a really nice place, you know, like, let's say, by the end of the song, they're either or they're speed it up tremendously. I mean, and it's not good. And you know, people who have been playing a long time and have developed a good sense of rhythm, like me, I know it when you're timing, when you're speeding up or slowing down in a song. I can feel it. You know, I feel that you're slowing down or you're speeding up. Some songs actually do that, but most don't. And you know, and I'll start looking over like, what are you doing? You know,
Yeah.
your timing is just all over the place, and that's not good. So the thing that helps you, and I still do it myself today, after however many years I've been playing music, I work with a metronome just to make sure that my timing is solid. Right. And I don't do, you know, the real basic stuff like, but if I'm working on a song, I'm trying to learn some new lead things or whatever, I use the metronome because, and I use it for two things. One, I start out, like I'm trying to learn this Jerry Douglas song right now, the Alison Krauss, and it's got a really super fast part that goes, right, so I have to start that out slow with the metronome, and I started out at about here. And just keep speeding up, but staying on time, because otherwise you won't, it won't sound right in the head.
Yeah.
So use the metronome, try to keep, you know, it takes a while. You know, it's not intuitive to stay on beat with the metronome. But once you kind of get a feel for it, then it helps you to stay there, and after a while, you won't need it as much. You'll develop a sense of rhythm, and you'll be able to feel that you're slowing down or speeding up, you know, to some degree, anyhow.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm gonna go over the second half of Jingle Bells one more time, just so you know get a little more thought about it. So remember, it's second string. Remember, we count from this one is the 1. So it's second string, first fret. Then the open second string. And then we're going third string, second fret. Open string, second.
Second fret.
Second string open.
Open.
And then back right where you were, second fret, third string. And then that high first string. That's it. So we haven't got to that very end part yet. So that's the open string, and then third string, second fret, open second again. So listen to this. That's what you're doing on that last little bit. Open second, second fret, third string, open second again. Let's see, open second.
Let's see.
to the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and then the open.
Oh, little.
So, da, 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 da. Open string, open 2nd. It's 3rd string, 2nd fret. Get that open string. Singing you hear. So well, 2nd string, it's the same note, 2nd string, 1st fret, 1st fret. And then the 3rd string, 2nd fret again. And then open.
I don't know why it's not coming today. It's just adding these in with it.
That's the open B there. And then the 3rd string. 3rd string, 2nd fret. And then open B, 2nd again. Back to this 2nd fret, 3rd string. And then the open 1st. So this little part here is that all it is open string on 2nd string, 3rd string, 2nd fret, and back to the open 2nd. Something you can practice. Also, I notice your pick is kind of in the wrong place.
Okay.
See how my thumb is pointing out like this, and the pick should be vertical to the this. Yeah, that's better.
Is that better?
Yeah, because you're kind of like you've got it sort of sideways like that. You should be pointing down like that. There you go. That's better.
Okay.
So practice this too. You can. This is a. I know it'll drive your husband crazy if he's in the room, but just practice that. Right? And I'm actually, if you look at these fingers here, I'm not doing this with my thumb. Right, I'm using 2 fingers. It doesn't matter which 2, whatever you're comfortable with. Like thumb and one of these fingers, and then your thumb for the next note, and then, and which fingers you use is not important, okay? You just want to use, you don't want to do this. You don't want to use your thumb or a single finger to do that. Okay, you want to use at least two, which generally would be your thumb and one other finger, so you got, or this one. You know, it doesn't matter, you can even alternate like that. And you want to do that, so on the dobro, you know, they, especially the old style kind of music we do, you hear a lot of this, you know, that kind of stuff. You can't do that with just one finger. There's no way you can do that. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And even if you could do it fast enough, it wouldn't sound right because you're going right with two fingers and with your thumb. I don't think it would sound right, but I don't think you could do it personally. But the way that we do that is with two fingers. You know, it doesn't matter. Maybe some people might do them like this, but I use my thumb and usually this finger. So you got. And that song's like that's all this, right?
Two fingers.
So when you're practicing this, right, as part of the Jingle Bells, right, use two fingers. And just alternating between, there you go.
Oh, man. I hope I can get this one day.
Well, just keep chipping away at it. I mean, it's not easy. So don't forget to practice. This is not only for this song, but this is something that's very common. Like that. And that's just a matter of practicing that until you get you can probably do that right now with the bar. Take your bar and put it up here on the 12th fret, way up here, where the double dots are.